The complete guide to performing the Gorod Krovi Easter egg solo without Gobblegums and without the starting RK5. GK is definitely harder than ZNS, but I'm going to say it's easier than Der Eisendrach. It just takes a bit longer, you can only progress so quickly from task to task. Grab my hand and let me take you through Gorod Krovi, the City of Blood. If you're taking Gobblegums, recommended megas would be Perkaholic, Immolation Liquidation, and Undead Man Walking. Recommended classics would be ABH, In Plain Sight, and Danger Closest for the final boss fight. When you start the game, buy the RK5 on the wall and spend the first 2 rounds here in spawn farming up points, saving your RK5 ammo as best you can. When round 3 begins, go prone at Quick Revive for 100 points, then head on out. By the door to the department store, then go upstairs. By the door leading to the office, go prone at Jug for 100, then grab the first shield part. It's either here in the office chair, on the truck door outside, or in the bunker on a shelf. Mule Kick is here as well. To go prone, you have to start to the left and then drift right as you go down. It's weird, I understand. As soon as you have 1,000 points, buy the armory side door and look for your second shield part. It's either down low towards the supply depot, up top towards the supply depot, or at the very top towards the infirmary bridge. Farm it up. As soon as you have 1,250 points, buy the armory's door to Dragon Command and go turn the power on. We now have 4 objectives: finishing up the zombie shield, enabling the Dragon Network controller, finding the Master Code cylinder, and collecting the 6 silver trophies for Sophia's challenges. Now that the power is on, the Master Code cylinder is stuck in a valve somewhere across the map. There are 6 possible spawns across Dragon Command, Tank Factory, Infirmary, Armory, Supply Depot, and the department store. Here in the early game, check each valve for a pink code cylinder jammed inside. I got really lucky here with the Dragon Command spawn on my first check. Either on a laptop or in the Steam overlay, go to this website and input the location for the pink code cylinder. We'll come back to this later. Moving on. The Gersh trophy rests on a statue outside of Dragon Command. Shoot the trophy to make it fall, then grab it when it comes to rest. The last shield part is in the infirmary, either on the central floor bunk bed, against the wall near the door to the bunker, or on the roof by Stamina. Return to the bunker to build the Guard of Fafnir. This shield has its traditional melee, but can also breathe fire at a moderate range when you primary fire. Task done. For the Dragon Network controller, we need to kill zombies until one of them drops a code cylinder. Make sure the zombies enter the playable space before killing them, as code cylinders won't drop out of bounds. The order will always be Dragon Command, Supply Depot, then Tank Factory. Take the code cylinder to the corresponding computer and interact with it. This will cause a Groph module to fall down from the sky into the map. Defend the module for roughly a minute. Zombies are attracted primarily to the pod, not you. When time is up, the pod will open and reveal a piece to take. 2 more to go. If your RK5 is running low on ammo, feel free to hit the mystery box once or twice for a good farming weapon. If you somehow hit the GKZ on your very first roll, just find a nice wall buy as your secondary. Once you have the code cylinder, don't kill any more zombies until the module has dropped down. We want to extend the early game as much as possible. When you arrive at the supply depot, if you have an extra 1,500 points to spare, activate the laser trap next to the computer. When you next return to the supply depot, the Mangler trophy will be revealed on the floor. If you don't have the points now, that's just fine. Complete Module 2, then wait for the Tank Factory code cylinder. On your way over, shield blast through the door and then buy it. You'll hit the window on the other side and the Valkyrie trophy will fall in. Go prone at double tap, grab the trophy, then call in the last Groph module. When all 3 pieces have been collected, return to the bunker and activate the Dragon Network controller. Task done. Head to the supply depot and call the dragon for 500 points. If you activated the laser trap earlier, claim your trophy, otherwise activate the trap now. Ride the dragon to the hatchery. We'll visit the hatchery 4 times in this run. Hatchery visit 1 is all about retrieving the egg. Run into the basement and shoot the egg resting on the boards above. It will fall down. Pick it up when it settles. Take the sewer hatch back to the main map. While in the sewer, have a good standard fire weapon out, like the RK5, an SMG, AR, or LMG. You need to shoot a red light at the top of the pipe, triggering something for the next time we visit the hatchery. You are allowed to miss this once, otherwise it will impact the route. It'll make a sound and flip to green when hit. When you return to the map, we are prepping for a hatchery lockdown. We're going to perk up, get the GKZ 45 Mark III from the box, and warm the dragon egg. Grab Quick Revive here in Belinsky Square, and Jug in the department store office. Next, head to the mystery box, wherever it is. We're going to roll the box and warm the egg simultaneously. By standing in one area for a long period of time, this influences a dragon to fly over and breathe fire down on that area. As it's landing, place the egg in its nest. It'll be in a slightly different location for each area. After the egg has been fired up, it needs to cool for the rest of this round and the entire next round. While it cools, roll the mystery box for the GKZ. This weapon is pretty much required to make Easter egg completion bearable. After the full cooldown round, and after acquiring the GKZ, grab Stamina Up on the infirmary roof and double tap in the tank factory. Call a dragon to the tank factory this time, but don't ride it yet. We now want to save up to 6,000 points and start teaching the dragon egg the way of the dragon. Step 1 is killing immolating zombies. By hanging out at the tank factory, a dragon will eventually come over and breathe fire on the ramp. Kill on-fire zombies until the dragon egg meter advances from here to here, and you hear your character make a little comment about teaching the baby dragon how to kill. This step has to be done before flying to the hatchery, otherwise it's just too much time and money lost. Now you can ride the dragon. When you get to the hatchery, pack-a-punch the GKZ and interact with the machine upstairs to start a lockdown. You don't have to rush it like I do here, just don't lose the GKZ, now Maelstrom of Eris, to the pack-a-punch. The lockdown consists of 4 rounds of zombies and manglers, with the final round also featuring a Valkyrie. There's a max ammo floating above pack-a-punch, you should be fine to leave it until you have to go. In each of the first 3 rounds, one of the window boards will slide up. Defend the hatchery from that side until all enemies have been eliminated. Whenever the top windows open up, spend 1,000 points to use the MG turret. Challenge 2 for the Trials of the Egg is getting penetration kills. Kills with this turret count towards that challenge. You'll hear another quote on completion and the egg progression will look like this. After challenge 2, the final challenge is melee kills. This is super easy to get with the Fire Blast from the Guard of Fafnir. Do this before the last lockdown round. With the egg now completed and lockdown round 4 among us, fight like normal for about a minute, then head upstairs, put yourself in this corner, and spam the GKZ combo to keep yourself safe. You have plenty of ammo. When lockdown ends, grab the Dragon Strike controller, the max ammo, and run to the toilet behind the stairs for the Group 935 trophy. If you missed the sewer switch earlier, the trophy will not be here. Go to the basement. Place the post-challenges dragon egg in the incubator. This will start a brief lockdown. During the lockdown, a Valkyrie drone or 2 will spawn. Bait it over towards the tarped generator by positioning yourself elsewhere, and then blow it up with the GKZ. If done correctly, the generator will power on and the tarp will billow slightly. This starts a 5-minute timer. More on that in a sec. The egg needs to cool down in the same manner it did previously, letting it sit through the current round plus the entirety of one more. So just take the sewer back to Belinsky Square. Welcome to Hell for Dummies. This is known as the valve step. We need to change the airflow settings on 5 valves to all form a line and target a 6th valve, which contains the pink master code cylinder. Thankfully, we determined this earlier, giving us a bit more time. Search the remaining 5 valve locations for a green light. Their locations are as follows. Top floor of the department store, middle floor of the infirmary, bottom floor deep corner of the tank factory, top floor of the armory towards the bridge, under the stairs of the supply depot, and the 2nd floor dragon command above the power. I got really lucky and the first one I checked had a green light. This is the start. Pause your game and return to Apothekeeper. With both the green light and pink cylinder selected, the website will spit out the valve order that you need to recreate. Run from valve to valve, changing the active number if necessary. I always interacted with the valves in the same order as listed on the site, but from reading the wiki and other guides, it doesn't appear to be required. If something does happen and you're unable to complete the valve step in time, fly back to the hatchery and simply interact with the generator to turn it on again. You don't need another Valkyrie. When you get to the final valve, the pink cylinder will have dropped open. Grab it and place it in S.O.P.H.I.A. She will now prompt you for a password. Use your rifle to shoot the center letter in each row, spinning it. The password is Kronos. After Kronos is assembled, press the green button on S.O.P.H.I.A. to submit. Whenever the screen flashes white and S.O.P.H.I.A. goes into a monologue, all zombies on the map are disabled. They aren't killed, so the round doesn't flip, they just disappear. By this time, you should have heard an announcement that the incubation process for the egg has completed. If not, we need to progress in rounds until so. Take the dragon from Dragon Command to get to the hatchery. Claim your egg and then head back. Stay in spawn and interact with your tombstone trials, specifically the bottom one. A hand will climb out of the ground and present to you the Gauntlet of Siegfried. By flying to the hatchery from all 3 dragon locations, claiming the Dragon Strike controller and the Gauntlet of Siegfried, you have now unlocked the Dragon Wings. Go to the top floor of the department store and find the mannequin with wings on it. Interact to equip the wings. The wings give you 30% explosive resistance, 30% fire resistance, free dragon ride summoning, and instant hatchery teleportation via these winged posts near the dragon platforms. To continue, we need to claim all 6 trophies. We currently have the Gersh, Valkyrie, Mangler, and Group 935 trophies. For the Nuke trophy, launch a Dragon Strike on this puddle outside of the supply depot. When it ends, claim your reward. For the Groph pod trophy, head to the bunker. The optimal way to do this is as follows. Take out the gauntlet, release the whelp, punch the safe, claim the trophy, recall the whelp with the same button as release, and then put the gauntlet away. If you put the gauntlet away before recalling the whelp will stay out for the duration of your item use bar, draining it completely. Once you have all 6 trophies, S.O.P.H.I.A will announce it, and it's time to return to Dragon Command. Welcome to the endgame. You now need to complete tasks related to all 6 trophies to aid S.O.P.H.I.A in her analysis. Press the green button at the map screen on the opposite side of Dragon Command to begin challenges. The first 5 challenges can be randomly triggered in any order. I will simply describe them in the order I experienced. For the Groph trophy, you're simply playing tower defense on a Groph module that has dropped out of the map, either at Dragon Command, Tank Factory, or Supply Depot. I couldn't find a proper list, so there may be more locations than the ones I just mentioned. This is the easiest challenge by far. Use your rifle if you can, otherwise fire some GKZ combos at the Groph module, especially to reach behind the module where you don't have a line of sight. When the module opens, equip the Gauntlet of Siegfried and release the whelp towards the module. Defend yourself with the 115 punch until your pet returns with the information, then recall it and deliver the data to S.O.P.H.I.A. 1 down. For the Mangler trophy, a docile Mangler will spawn either in the Tank Factory, Department Store, Infirmary, or Armory. He has green eyes and sounds kind of like Ultron.
I had strings, but now I'm free.
You need to aggro him and bring him all the way to Dragon Command. The easiest way to do this is to use your rifle to shoot off his arm cannon. This puts him in sickle mode, where he will charge after you. You must maintain full line of sight this entire time. If you duck behind a corner, he will drop you instantly. Guide him all the way to the Dragon Command pad, hold out the Guard of Fafnir if you need to, and let S.O.P.H.I.A take him. 2 down. For the Nuke trophy, S.O.P.H.I.A will freak out and act like something has gone wrong. It has. The map is going to explode. The screen will flash quickly, then zones will slowly be selected. After the first 3, pause the game and write them down. I use Steam's new Notes feature in the overlay. You can also pin the tab to show it in-game. Let the flashing continue for the final 3, and that's your list. You must now defuse bombs at all 6 points of interest in order in 3 minutes if playing solo, 2 minutes if in co-op. For co-op, coordinate positioning with your teammates, and don't interact too quickly after one another. Bombs must be fully defused before the next in the chain. The bomb locations are as follows. Armory, bottom floor by the Wonder Fizz. Supply Depot, bottom floor behind the computer. Tank Factory, top floor Gobblegums side. Dragon Command, second floor opposite the valve. Department Store, bottom floor stairs. And Infirmary, pillar next to the bunker door. On success, S.O.P.H.I.A will sound the all clear and you can return to Dragon Command. If you interact with the wrong bomb or time runs out, all remaining bombs will explode in a large radius, potentially downing you or ending the game. So don't do that. 3 down. For the Valkyrie trophy, a friendly crippled Valkyrie has spawned in Belinsky Square. You need to escort it all the way to Dragon Command. The Valkyrie has 1 health and will only move when you are very close to it. While it's entering the map, train up all the zombies into as big a group as you can build and use the GKZ primary fire to slow the horde. You want to keep them alive but behind you to prevent further zombie spawns. Slowly walk the Valkyrie through the department store, standing on the broken stairs to stay close to it and keep it moving. When it arrives at the top, you do need to have at least one of the bridges to the armory or infirmary opened. Keep walking it all the way to Dragon Command, and as soon as it's on the steps, you can actually shoot it to speed up the end here. Little speedrun trick for you. 4 down. For the Gersh trophy, a glowing ball will spawn somewhere on the map. It emits a noise and leaves a trail behind. Every once in a while, it will rest in a place and pause, but you don't have to wait for that. Shoot the wisp with the GKZ ray gun to trigger its dialogue. Protect yourself with the GKZ combo while this is going on. As the dialogue is about to wrap up, spam the wisp again with the GKZ, trying to get an instant hit to prevent the wisp from moving. You have to do this 3 times, after which your character will instruct the wisp to head to Dragon Command. You can go do the same, triggering a short cutscene in which S.O.P.H.I.A seems to be dismembering a ball of energy. 5 down. If at any point you fail one of these challenges, flipping the round starts it again. The final challenge will always be the download. Claim the card from S.O.P.H.I.A, then use a winged post to teleport to the hatchery. You now need to start a download with the server on the middle floor. This will start a lockdown again, in which Manglers will storm the building. This is a super easy defense minigame. What I did, and saw speedrunners do, is eliminate all Manglers in a round except for 1, then kite the last around the room. This prevents the next wave from spawning and makes things a little easier to deal with. Just keep the Guard of Fafnir out so you don't accidentally get blasted. I ended my first wave around the halfway point on the download, then do the same for the second wave. When the download bar disappears, eliminate the last Mangler, claim your card, and head back to S.O.P.H.I.A. After completing the challenges, S.O.P.H.I.A will give you the power core that Nikolai has been whinging about all game. Grab the power core, then head to Belinsky Square and release your whelp. I'm not sure about the proper way to do this. For reference, this cast failed, but this cast worked. Reclaim your whelp when it's done, Then head to Dragon Command one last time. Talk to Sophia, she will self-destruct and reveal a sewer grate. Stand on it to be transported to the boss fight. Press the button in the center of the square to release Nikolai from the rubble. You two are now going to fight together to take down the dragon that has been breathing fire all game. Survive by using the Guard of Fafnir when on fire, and by sticking to the empty edges of the arena. When Nikolai shoots the dragon and exposes part of its underside, fire the GKZ ray gun into it, about 10 shots or so, until it recoils. You need to do this 3 times. 2 targets are under the arms, and the last is the throat. After the dragon falls, surprise, there's a second fight where you take on Nikolai directly. You need to shoot all 4 of the vents on his mech suit. I said you need to shoot. I didn't want to do all of this again, so I downloaded the Black Ops 3 practice tool used by speedrunners and put myself back in the same scenario. It helps when you know what you're actually aiming for. The vents are around him like this, and once all 4 have been popped, shoot him in the 5-hole to win the boss fight. Enjoy the end of Nikolai cutscene and the completion of Love and War. That was Gorod Krovi. Don't worry, the game didn't give me credit for completing the Easter egg, so I will have to go back and properly complete this in order to perform revelations. In the meantime, I'm working on Shadows of Evil and Moon with some buddies. I also have Black Ops 2, 4, and Cold War available if anyone wants to see Easter egg guides for those games as well. Let me know down below, and be sure to subscribe to learn about every Easter egg Call of Duty Zombies has to offer. I'm also looking to get into the speedruns for this game, which would be interesting tutorial content as well. I've been Noodles, you've been awesome, see you next time.